Dumelang. Today ke tlo bua ka the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle ke cycle e tsagalang mo banyaneng le gona ga itse mo banyaneng. Okay, so this thing is a 28-day cycle e tsagalang each and every month mo banyaneng. So today re tlo go fetsa content ena ka yona about yone gore ente ke sentle e tsagala yang go se bona ya tsagala but ba sa tlhoga yo ke why e tsagala and ya se itse gore e tsagala yang. So today ke tlo leka go betsa di touch up mo re discuss gore e tsagala yang but ke le into details about everything e ke e etsang mo. So ke a simolla. So this is a natural process that takes place in the uterus. The uterus is part of the female reproductive system. The reproductive system of females includes the uterus and the ovaries. Each and every structure that was mentioned as the reproductive system play a role in the menstrual cycle. So this thing is a 28-day cycle. Let's take it with it. So it means it's similar from day 1 until day 28. For example, in a month, right, go le gantsi kgwedi ina le matsatsi a le 30 most of the times. So this cycle ha similar ka di 1 tsa kgwedi means ka 28 ya fela ya complete and then we start gape from day 1. But if it's similar ka di 5 tsa kgwedi, it means the 5 tseo the counter as day 1. Hare if ke day 5, no. If it's similar the process of menstruation, okay, ke day 1 ya the menstrual cycle. So this cycle is divided into 2 parts. It is divided into the uterine cycle and the ovarian cycle. In each and every cycle, there are processes that takes place. So this cycle is divided into the uterine cycle and the ovarian cycle. So my natilo na go bolela klaro ke the uterine cycle. It means this cycle it happens inside the uterus. The uterus is the womb. The ovarian cycle it means it takes place inside the ovaries. Okay, so the uterine cycle, I remember the uterine cycle that tlo focus mo di tseletsagang mo teng ga the womb. Gore mo teng ga the womb when this cycle e tsweletse tsamaya go etsagala eng mo teng ga the womb. So ra focus mostly mo the structures ba re se bitsa re ke the endometrium. So we're going to focus on the endometrium. And then another thing we focus on also it the process of implantation that we discuss further and well. And then the ovarian cycle. The ovarian cycle is inside the ovaries. So it means that the process of ovulation. And then the development of the follicles. So the follicles are structures that are found inside the ovaries. Still we going to discuss let's know cycle at on yang, the ovum or an egg. So this process is controlled by various hormones. There are many hormones that are secreted inside the body of females that plays a role in this cycle. But in our case for grade 12, we are only going to discuss 4 hormones that are involved in this cycle. So the 4 hormones are the follicle stimulating hormone, the luteinizing hormone, progesterone, and estrogen. Each and every hormone has its own function or functions. It depends which one we'll be discussing. So the 4 hormones are the second one is the luteinizing hormone. And then progesterone. And then estrogen. So these are the 4 hormones that control this cycle. So a hormone is a chemical messenger that is secreted by the body to play various functions. So it means a hormone when you secrete something body. The hormone is secreted by the structure so it's a secret or it's a my function that fulfill. So now I'm going to discuss the functions of each and every hormone. I'm going to start with follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. So FSH, its function, it is to stimulate the development of the graphene follicle. The graphene follicle is the structure that is found inside the ovaries. This structure contains a mature ovum inside of it. It means that the structure is immature. So this hormone FSH must be secreted and go to the follicle so that it can make it to develop. Once this graphene follicle develops, it's going to release the ovum in the process called ovulation. So I already discussed further the content. So this FSH, it stimulates the development of the graphene follicle. So it is important to note that the name of this follicle, it is written in capital letter at the beginning because of after a scientist or a biologist owner discovered this follicle. It's only busy a study about the ovaries. Then abai name the graphene, this follicle. And then I'm going to talk about another hormone, which is luteinizing hormone LH. So it is important to know that, like, even if Coca-Cola abbreviation ya these hormones or examine, you won't be penalized because these are biological abbreviations, they are accepted. So number 2, it is LH.